Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl V the Notary. How you guys doing? I miss y'all. It has been like 3 weeks since I did any filming, but I have good news. I closed on my house finally. You guys have no idea what a whirlwind ride this has been. That's a tongue twister. This has been a ride, y'all. But I'm done. I closed. I will be moving into my new home soon. And so I'm super excited. But I just wanted to talk to y'all about the process just to get here. It has been overwhelming. It has been exciting. It has been draining, all of that. But I am blessed and excited because I am officially, again, a homeowner. And so, yes, it's all done. So I was my own realtor, of course, because I'm going to, get my own commission. So that's the great thing about investing in real estate or being in real estate. When you close deals, if you want to jump in there, you can, have your own transactions and get the commission for it. So that's great. But yes, you guys, it has been quite the process. So I'm just going to kind of tell you guys all about it. And I think I did a video before, excuse me if I'm a little off, but I think I did a video before just kind of telling you guys about, like, I put an offer on a home and then the inspection came back and it was a mess. And then I backed out of that house. And then, so that was the first house, you guys. Then I put an offer on another house that I thought the seller was going to accept. And they kind of played around with me, kind of used me as a negotiating tool, which that's a whole other story, but they didn't accept my offer. Third time's a charm. I put an offer on the third home, which actually, it's so funny how God works in mysterious ways to make sure that God, sets you up for the best situation. But this third house is amazing, and it ended up being the best out of all three. So, I was a little patient and things just kind of worked out. I was super disappointed, you guys, when for my second offer that I put in on my house, when the owner didn't accept it, I was just like, and it's kind of like the way they went about it, which I'm going to do a separate video on that, which I thought was kind of shady. But yeah, so I am officially closed, got the keys. I have my current place for another two weeks, so I'm going to kind of, take my time moving in. But yeah, yes, it ended up going great. So let me just tell you about this house. It wasn't without any drama. Let me just say that. This particular house, the other realtor was trash. He tried it, y'all. Let me just take 1 second to tell you guys who are a realtor. My realtors understand this. There are a lot of terrible realtors out there, y'all. Like, the real estate industry is really oversaturated. However, there's not a lot of good realtors. A lot of realtors are cocky, lazy, rude. They'll try and do sneaky, underhanded stuff. The real estate industry is like a dog eat dog industry. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone's out for self. Everybody's trying to do little underhanded things. But, as a woman in this industry, you kind of have to lead with confidence, be with strength, calm strength. But I'm not going to say all men, but I do think that there are certain realtors that are men that try to challenge women or take advantage of them. And that's kind of what was going on with the seller's realtor for the current house that I bought. There were moments where he had an attitude with me. I had to check him a couple times as gently as I could. But it was a challenge working with him. And it sucks because the seller, she was very pleasant. She probably had no idea her realtor was giving me a hard time. But he was just real cocky and kind of like an asshole, you know what I mean? Just to be totally frank with you. So I had to kind of deal with that. I did get an inspection, which I encourage all my buyers, get an inspection. Even on new builds, because even with new builds, you're going to find stuff, right? But I got an inspection. There was nothing that I, was found in my inspection that was just like, that made me back out, obviously. But there were like 6 or 7 items that I had, presented to the seller to repair, which they did. And that was a whole other process, y'all. Thank God for inspections though. So I will encourage you, if you're buying a home, especially if you're a first time home buyer, do not waive that inspection contingency. Don't do it. Get your inspection so that you can know what you're getting into, right? So I got my inspection. The appraisal, that was a mess because the appraisal actually came back really well, but there was issues with the appraiser and his certification, and just he was certified, but like it was just a lot with the appraisal too. What else was interesting? Oh, so I'm just going to let you guys know, if you've never bought a house and you're going to be financing the home, if you're paying cash for your house, if you're fortunate, I just didn't have $500,000 in my bank account just laying around. But if you have that kind of money and you're not going to be getting a loan, that is amazing. I want to be like you when I grow up. But if you are financing a house, I'm just going to warn you, the underwriting process, which is the process where, whatever title settlement, company you're working with, they assist in submitting all your financial documents, and the underwriter checks everything, your taxes, your income, your bank accounts, everything, just to make sure you're financially sound to be able to take on the loan. But the underwriting process is invasive. They ask me for everything. What is this deposit? What is this? And I bought a house. My last home that I bought was a while ago, so I just forgot about the underwriting process. And I was like, if these people call me one more time asking me one more thing, just be prepared for the underwriting process, because it can be a lot, especially if you are, like me, where you have multiple streams of income and they really literally want to see where every deposit's coming from, and things like that. But it went seamlessly. There weren't any hiccups, but it was just, I forgot how much they asked you to provide. So, the underwriting process was a lot, but I don't want to complain because it went well. And, my financing went, without a hitch. So, and then, yeah, the issues that I had mostly were at the very end. Oh, I did have a title issue, you guys. So I encourage everyone also that's buying a home, get title insurance so that you can protect yourself from, there's a lot of fraud with people trying to claim title and deeds on your home, and title insurance helps to negate some of that and protect you from some of that. So the owner before me, so there was 3 owners on the home, right? There was the original owner, then the seller who I bought the home from, and then now me. But what happened is, during this process, title, they run checks to just see if title will clear. And the original owner's name was on title still. So that, I don't want to say that I was lucky because it didn't hold up the closing too bad. But yeah, when my title company went to run, title and see if title would clear, on my house, they found out that the current owner before me her name wasn't on the title. It was the original owner. So I just want to encourage you guys that if you own homes now or own a home now, just get your title, run a check on your title to make sure your name's on it, because that happens more frequently than it should. And that is not good, because whatever title company you go with should be ensuring that all the paperwork is done so that your title is free and clear and everything. But clearly that did not happen with this particular house. So we had a little bit of a title issue, you guys. But I'm just so excited. It's a 3-bedroom townhouse, and I had 2 full baths, 2 half baths, basement. It's a beautiful house. I have a beautiful deck in the back. And so I'm just really excited. So now I have to pack. I have not started packing yet. So I need to get boxes and pack, and, but so I know it's going to be kind of a busy, stressful, couple of weeks. But I just wanted to give you guys an update on the house. And, now I'm looking at furniture and, little decorative walls and things like that I'm going to put in the house. So yeah, I'm just really, really excited. So yes, that is the conclusion to my home, search journey. I feel like, when did I start looking? I feel like, so it's February, the very beginning of February. I feel like this was about a 4-month process. I kind of started looking in October, and, went under contract last month and ended up closing pretty quick. I think within 3 weeks, I ended up closing. Now, let me just say this really quickly. I did not have any type of home buyer program that I went through. I just did conventional FHA financing. If you are going to be buying a home and I am considered a first-time home buyer, where I live, considering like I haven't purchased a home where I live in the last 5 years. So I am considered a first-time home buyer. But there's a lot of first-time home buyer programs. I didn't qualify for any of them just because I make more than the median income here. And every state is different. So where I live, most of the first-time home buyer programs, you had to make under a certain income, and I just didn't qualify for it. I did, however, qualify for a tax rebate program, which is amazing. So my closing costs that attributed to taxes were significantly lower. So that was helpful. But if you are going to be using a first-time home buyer program or NACA or anything like that, your closing process will more than likely take longer than, because normally you want to try to close in, a 30-day closing within a month. But a lot of these, especially NACA, sometimes it could take 2-3 months to close. And, a lot of first-time home buyer programs are like that. So I just wanted to give you a heads up, because a lot of people were surprised at how quickly I closed. But a lot of that was because, or most of that was because, I was not in any type of first-time home buyer program. And I said conventional loan. Sorry, it's not a conventional loan. I just realized I have FHA, an FHA loan. So, but yeah, so, I just wanted to give you a heads up. If you are looking to close quickly, but you are in a first-time home buyer program, your process can be a little bit longer, especially NACA. NACA tends to take a while. It's a great program. The only thing with NACA that I don't love is there are a lot of things you have to do even after you close on a loan. Like, there's a lot of different, I think you have to volunteer for them, and then you have to live, that has to be your primary residence. Or I think if you sell your home at all with NACA, then you lose some of the privileges of being a NACA home buyer. So just educate yourself on that. So I just wanted to give you a heads up on that. But yes, you guys, if you guys want to know anything else, I mean, I've closed, but if you want to follow me on my journey of decorating my house and, whatever, let me know. But, so I will be kind of busy these next couple of weeks, just moving in and packing and stuff like that. But I wanted to do a follow-up video so you guys know the conclusion and what's going on. Okay, so I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and thank you guys for rocking with me, for sticking with me. I hope you guys are doing okay. It's a lot of things going on in the world right now, so always remember to take care of your mental health. Therapy, meditation, massages, all of that, workout, do whatever you need to do to stay sane, because stuff is just a little crazy right now. But I hope you all are doing well. Do not forget, please, to subscribe if you're new here. Share my videos, like my video, please. And I will talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.